Jokic throws it down.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
They get it again. Vucevic with the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
That one drops for him. 6 points for Jokic. On the wing, DeRozan. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Levine wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Levine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
Murray, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success in that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Here's Jokic. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Well, Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
DeRozan. Levine for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here.
Andre Drummond, Patrick Williams.
On the wing, Williams.
Patrick Williams.
Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And then Levine with the jam.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
For 3, Williams.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
To the paint. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 5. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine for three. Pass to Dosunmu. Williams with the ball. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
At the line for your Nuggets.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game. Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Beverly wide open. Good on the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The kick out to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And
15.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense. You know, this Denver team used to run a lot, but over the last few seasons, they've significantly slowed down their pace.
The Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Back to Jokic. Outside Jackson with the shot. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jackson's got his first points of the game. And the Nuggets, Clark playing slower, more half-court basketball. Why?
Well, I think it suits the game of multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. I mean, the Joker is a maestro in the post and on the perimeter as a passer and scorer. So he dissects opposing defenses from anywhere on the court, and the staff has adjusted how they play to fit Joker's skill set. That's a smart move.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
White, wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The kick out to Brown. And again, Denver no good. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Vucevic. Back to DeRozan. Here's the three. The Nuggets on offense. Jokic high post. Shoots over Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Back to Levine. And Ball gets double teamed. The wide open look here for DeRozan. It's good. This game is all even. DeRozan's got 5 points so far. Pass to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup. 16 points for Jokic.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
DeRozan for 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk team in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Back to Levine. Ball from long range. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Jokic. That shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Ball no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Quarter outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Caruso with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Pass to Caruso. Now DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago. Jokic high post. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
Jokic with it. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Ball. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Denver on top. They lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the Bulls call timeout here. And Chicago has possession. A 2-point game. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Caruso. Levine for 3. That shot no good.
Man, such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
On the wing, Levine. Outside, Ball. Picked by Vucevic. Chalk up 2 there. Vucevic has got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for the Bulls. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Inside. Lock at 6. Levine's shot is off. Right side, Porter. And it's Gordon missing. Here's Chicago. They haven't given up any points here in the 2nd half. They get it back. The kick out to Ball. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal
Chicago
foul.
making a switch here.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. For the lead. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Vucevic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. Pass to Gordon. And stolen by Williams. And here we go. And it's Vucevic missing. Now Murray. There's the drive. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Vucevic with the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Fires the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Murray, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Back to Beverly. Looking to end the run. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's his first personal
You
foul.
have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
I mean, talking about Jamal Murray, man, is he talented. But he has had his difficulties staying on the floor.
And, Greg, that's been so unfortunate, and I feel for him. I mean, you can tell how frustrated he's been with the injuries that have saddled him. Because this is a guy you can tell who absolutely loves to play and wants to prove he can be counted on. And the injuries have just stonewalled him a bit the last couple of seasons. Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Murray. To the middle. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, with Drummond's free throw history, teams aren't afraid to get physical with him inside. I mean, they'll send him to the line before they give him an easy look.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
On the wing, Levine. Down low. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray with it. Outside, Green. Stolen by Levine. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 3. And when we return...
40.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Yes, sir. Jokic fired up, and so is his team. We love to see the big guy scoring like this.
Now DeRozan lets the 3 fly. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Chicago ball. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls. Nikola Vucevic.
Left side, ball. 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Pass to Jokic. Outside for Caldwell Pope. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jokic with the steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Murray left side. Back to Jokic. Wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for Denver. For 3, Levine. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft.
The fuck out my lobby, pussy. You garbage, nigga.
And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Vucevic with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And another miss by Chicago.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
They get it back. And Jokic slams it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
For three, Levine. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. It's been 16 straight unanswered. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal
The
percentage.
fuck out my lobby, nigga.
And three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
For the Nuggets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice...
Nigga got blown out by 20.
They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster
Eat a
game
dick,
for
faggot.
Jokic.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And stolen by Drummond. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Williams. Another one falls for Chicago. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The Nuggets with another miss. On the wing, Williams. The shot from 20 feet away. And too long on the shot. Here's Jokic. And Jokic.
Pussy ass faggot.
Well, one of the very... best big men at handling the ball. Jokic's moves and creativity really set him apart as a big guy.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. This game may not